Action.
Good afternoon and welcome to your favorite talk show. Today we have two guests. On my right is Linda Kimathi, a university student, and on my left is Levi Wakhungu, who is a social worker. So feel welcome to discuss this topic titled Sponsors. So we'll go right away to the first guest. So Linda, who is a sponsor?
A sponsor is a person who supports either a girl or a boy financially in exchange for sexual favors.
Alright, so Levi, what are the risks what are the risks that come with sponsors in the family domain?
Okay, by the fact that sponsors are those people who are married, they are in marriages. So, let's say one partner in the marriage is going out for pupils or students in the university. It will happen that when the wife or the other partner at home realizes that the husband or maybe the wife is dating a university student, it may result to divorce.
Okay, thank you. Linda, you being a student, can you tell us what drives you students to sponsors?
I will say that the main thing that drives university students to sponsors is lack of financial support by parents. Therefore, you need to look further ways to find the money. I would also say peer pressure. We all need to wear fancy clothes, fancy shoes, expensive dinners, restaurants. So I would think that would drive me to find a sponsor.
Alright, so that brings me to another question. Would you have a boyfriend and still have a sponsor?
It's a tricky question, but I would because for a sponsor supports me financially, but for a boyfriend gives me romantic relationship. So for a boyfriend there's love, and for a sponsor there's finances and money.
Okay. So, Levi, in your day-to-day life, have you experienced any cases of sponsors gone haywire?
Okay, there are many cases that I have experienced. One of them is this case of Okodi Obado, the governor of Nkoro County, with Sharon Atieno, a university student at the Rongo University.
Yeah, so that's a good example. What would be your advice to university students concerning our topic today?
Okay, first of all, just as you have said that they go to sponsors because of finances, I think they should not go to sponsors to get finances. Instead, they should find other ways to get those finances to facilitate their necessities. Like they can start small businesses, like in the university they can start selling like bean pops and such like things. Like the case of bean pops, it have 100% profit. And I'm very sure if you can start it as a student, I don't think you will go for sponsors. Okay,
this will bring me to another question to you, Linda. So, can you tell us of your experience with a sponsor because of Levi's argument that you can start a business? Can you tell us of your experience?
I would say my experience with sponsors is that they are supportive and caring. I have heard and seen of many sponsors who have seen girls through university. They have been paying their school fees, and that would not have happened if there were no sponsors to support them. So according to me, I think it may not be morally right to have sponsors, but they play a very big role in the society.
Okay, so Levi, if there are any sponsors watching you right now, what would you tell them?
Okay, university students and sponsors, that is something very tricky. Okay, sponsors are like parents, and as a parent, maybe he or she also have boys and girls at home there, age mates to those he or she is sponsoring at the university, and because what comes around is the nature of this art, they should not do that to university students to avoid such cases coming back also to the children at home.
Okay, this is a very heated discussion. Since there are the advantages and the disadvantages. So the students are saying like sponsors have a very big advantage. They can put on fancy clothes, they can go to parties and all that, but there are negative effects. So Linda, what is your parting shot, or what would you advise your fellow students? Maybe they have problems with money issues. What would you tell them?
I would advise the students that if you have any problem with the finances, you could find sponsors. It might not be morally upright, but it will help you with your school fees, pocket money, and everything. But also, if we look it in another perspective, sponsors also, we should be careful of sponsors to ensure that they don't go haywire.
All right. So, Levi, Linda here is a university student, and you can see she has a lot of advantages to put up concerning the sponsors. So, would you, if you were a parent, what would you advise her, like at the moment right now?
Okay, at the moment, okay, sponsors will bring those immediate gratifications, so you will be satisfied during your university life. But the challenges are long-term challenges, like you benefit but for a short period of time. Those finances that you are given, those clothes that he or she will buy for you, will just last for the university life. But when you go out of the university, that sponsor, depending maybe on the age, maybe he might be 60 years. So by the time you finish for the year,
Yes.
he or she will be dead or somewhere else, and he will not be there to support you.
All right. Thank you. So, thank you, viewers, for being with us for that discussion. And we hope you've got something from this. Thank you.